Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We are in Pash's endings today, starting with the good end, then the bad ends, and then the bonus report stories that are going to be at the end. So in case we cry from one of the bad endings and him dying, it can be redeemed through thinking about something else. Because this game always ends up with the good ending, so I might as well just do the good ending, and plus it's the third week that we've done this for, so we're just gonna go like that. It shouldn't be a very long one like the rest of them, like 45 minutes I think, and I'm recording this only 5 days after posting the last episode, so I'm trying to stay away from 10 days. If you guys watch Illusions of Vita Hardy, sorry if this is reiterating it, but my husband said if you post one episode every 10 days, and this one is shorter than that one. That one has like 9 chapters each. This one has 5 because we're not doing the common route again. But he did the math for the other game and he's like, you'll get done 3 routes in a year. And I want to be done before then, so we are speeding up our upload schedule along. I want to try to get back to every day or every other day posting, but it's been hard. There's a lot of stuff going on, but my daughter's marching season is almost over, so I don't have to do a lot of that. A lot of late night practices, Saturday performances, and out of town trips. This week is her last performance, and she's going out of state for it, so hopefully she does well. Anyway, the story. One Sunday morning, what should I do today? I had a late breakfast in the cafeteria alone. Ariana's boyfriend was in town today, so she had left early. I wonder how Pash is doing. I looked around the cafeteria. Pash wasn't there. A few people ate breakfast here on Sunday. Since there were classes on weekdays, the students tend to eat around the same time. But some decided to sleep in on the weekends, or chose to eat in town as part of enjoying their time off. It's pretty hard to run into him here. I slathered a strawberry jam on my bread. Although we went to the same school, we didn't necessarily see each other every day. We don't meet here every morning. Well, you should fix that. You guys both confess to each other. You guys should fix it. Especially on the weekends when you guys are off. Like, I would be planning some time to see him. You guys live in the same school. We also don't always select the same classes. If anything, I mostly chose classroom lectures while Pash selected combat classes. Girls can't go near the boys' dorms either. But still, I couldn't ask him to eat with me every day. Yes, you can. And I'm sure he would. After I finished eating this, I should try walking to the boys' dorm.
Ohayo!
Oh, looky there. He just happens to be walking by. Ah.
ごめん、そんなに驚いた。
I'm okay. I didn't freak out.
そう。
Well, good morning. What's up?
あのさ、今日って何か予定ある？
No, of course not. She's just been thinking about this all morning. Nope, none at all.
じゃあさ、森とか行かない？
Just notice how loud the sound is. Let's turn it down just a bit. And so we went into the woods. What are we doing here? He looks sort of flustered, but if this is part of a patrol, then he'd mentioned something about weapons, right?
今日はいい天気だよな。
He's flustered and he's making small talk. He just wants to hang out. Goodness. Yeah, it is. The breeze is comfortable.
明日もいい天気だといいな。
Yeah. He wants to ask something. You know he does.
あのさ、今朝のあのマリネ、ちょっと酸っぱすぎなかった？
He's just prolonging it. Was it? I didn't really mind. I guess it's not for people who don't like sour food.
そうかも。俺どっちかっていうと辛い方が好きで。まずいとか思ってないよ。
I know, people have preferences with food.
だよな。そういえば昨日の夜のハンバーグは良かったな。また出ないかな。
He's just dragging it out. Yeah, that was delicious. I'm sure they will eventually.
そうだよな。同じメニュー定期的に出るもんな。ハムのソテーとかもう俺何回食べたか。
I don't know, maybe it's easy to cook.
だろうな。うん。うん、ごめん。俺こういう会話苦手かも。
Huh?
普通に話そうと思えば思うほどずれてくような。
Yeah, I know. Just stop. Is something wrong?
いやさ、いろいろなものが通り過ぎて一段落したら、ふと気づいたんだよ。学校にいると意外にあんたと二人で話す時間がないんだなって。
I was surprised to hear that. Pash had the same concern as me.
それで、ここならゆっくり話せるかなって思って誘ったはいいんだけど、なんかこう。
Pash.
あんたとはずっと普通に話してたはずなのにな。俺、どんな風に話してたっけ？
He forced a little smile as he scratched his head. Thank you.
え？
I was thinking the same thing this morning. I never thought about it before, but yeah, we don't talk that often at school.
そうなんだよな。
As my heart swelled, so did my shyness. I was at a loss for words. Ash looked like he felt the same. We were still in this tranquil forest.
でも、よかった。あんたも同じで。こんな小さいこと気にしてるの俺だけかなって。うわ、俺すげえめめしいとか思う。
It's not.
お
I mean, I was fretting over it too. I also want to talk more to you, Pash. And spend time together more often.
本当に？
I mean, you guys aren't officially a couple, right? Because you haven't asked, but why is he surprised? Pash suddenly grabbed my arm.
あ、ごめん。
He abruptly let go a second later. He didn't have to let go. Pash's fingers hesitantly moved.
じゃあさ、繋いでいいかなって。
I mean, come on, you've kissed her. You can hold her hand, it's fine. This reminded me of that night when Pash and I escaped from that weird band of people. Perhaps Pash didn't remember it because he looked extremely desperate. I took a deep breath and held his hand.
やっぱり小さくて柔らかいな。
Huh?
ほら、以前にあのうさんくさい奴らに捕まってさ、逃げる時に俺、実はあんたの手を掴んでたんだ。
I did. I wanted to say so, but couldn't.
あの時、うわ、やばいって。俺の武器よりごつい魔剣握ってるくせに、小さくて柔らかくて。手を握った瞬間、内心すごく焦った。
I like how he described her sword.
もちろんそんなこと言ってる場合じゃなかったから必死でぶちのめしたけどさ。
Ash gave me a big smile as he held my hand tightly, that was all. But that was enough to make me feel elated and bashful. My neck felt hot.
このまま散歩とかしてもいい？
Sure. And he drew that mark on my hand when we ran away together, and even now my heart was pounding wildly.
話しながらまた妙なこと喋ったらごめん。その時は笑って。
Just laugh at me. No, I won't. We held hands tightly as we walked through the forest with the sun shining bright. He's so happy. This is a cute picture. There was one thing I realized. Pash's hand was large and warm. I wouldn't call it a boy's hand. It was big and a little bit bony. Maybe there were other things that I simply hadn't noticed about him yet. There had to be things I didn't know. I hoped that we could find out all those small things one by one. I thought that my affection for Pash grew brighter in my heart, and the words came out before I knew it. Pash,
どうかした
I love you. Pash's emerald eyes grew wide, and the next moment he hugged me so tightly that I thought I would snap in half. Oh, wrong. Oh, I was like, wrong button, no. No, that wasn't the end. Or that was the end, but I hit the wrong button. So cute. Oh yeah, I acquired magic stones, yay! A change has occurred in the ancient memories. The book is opening. No, go back. I want to see it. Whatever, it's fine. See, this is an ending. They didn't say much. It could have been included in the last episode. I feel like their endings are not really endings. It's like a scene after the conflict is over. It just feels like a scene. It doesn't really feel like an ending. Like, they don't go anywhere. They don't plan. I guess some of them plan ahead. I guess Abel came to basically propose to her. Abel? I say Abel or Lustin? Abel came and proposed to her. Lustin came basically did the same thing. Pash did it in the last episode, sort of, by writing that mark on her. And so his was just like an extra little cute scene at the end. But anyway, before I make this video extremely long talking about it, let's go to the ancient memories. I want to see the book open or unlock again. We have 3. The book remains sealed. So let's see, is blue Nikkei and green Tefillet? That's what I'm guessing. And then when the cursed swords of memories open, it's going to be Wilhelm, right? Right? I think it is. Okay. We're going into the shop. Actually, no, we're not. Well, I guess I could buy. No. No. No, please. We're going to phone's online. My friend's online. We're going to do the bad endings first. I got ahead of myself. I was going to go buy all the stuff, and I can't yet. I don't think, because I get 20 per each bad ending, right? I was just so excited. So excited to get to see the reports, I guess. Okay. Load save file 2. Which is going to be this one, right? So this was saved before this, right? They're both in chapter 8. Oh, once we load save file 2. Okay, that's what I missed. Load save file 2. Want to move past this, but we're gonna say I don't think I can move past this. I don't think I could do this. After talking with Guido, I thought I wanted to keep working hard, but I'm just not confident enough. Uh-oh. We sat together and looked at the rose hips we picked. So they were taken off this mission because they went to Digroth, right? There was a little conflict and both of them were taken off. And they're both mourning Leonidas' death as well. So I wonder where this ending's going to go. I wonder if they're going to move away together out of the school. That's my prediction. We didn't really talk after that. After we picked enough of the fruit to fill the basket, we returned to Nirvana. Huh? You want something from me? When I got to the cafeteria, Lester ran towards me. Uh-oh. What happened? Him? Okay. Lesson was never this nervous, so I decided to do what he told me to do. Is it Pash? Pash? The luggage Pash carried was enough for me to figure out the situation. Where are you going? Don't tell me. Oh yeah, Lesson's his roommate. Pash. Pash put down the things and forced out a smile.
やっぱりニルバーナを離れようと思うんだ。こんな気持ちで鍛錬してたら、それこそ大怪我してすぐ死にそうだし、みんなに迷惑かかるからさ。
But if you take a little bit more time,
そうだよな。でも、その時間をさ、ここで過ごすのが辛いんだ。
Pash,
みんなが平気な顔で鍛錬してるのを見るのも辛いし、レオニダスの代わりにエリアスが授業してるのを見るのも辛いし、全部無理な感じで。
Pash looked at the school with a wry smile.
嫌いじゃなかったよ、ここ。
Then,
でも、今の俺にはふさわしくない。
are you going back to Digroth?
いや、
Yeah, he can't go back.
他の大陸に武者修行に行こうかなって。
What?
ここじゃないどこかの空気を吸って、何か見たことなかったものを見て、そして俺のことを全然知らない奴らと戦って強くなるよ。ごめんな。
Pash gently touched my cheek, but then he quickly retracted his hand.
あんただって悩んでるのに、俺だけ抜けて。本当はあんたのことも連れて行きたいけど、魔剣のこともあるし、離れられないだろ。
Yeah, but that's why I want you to stay here with...
いつかまた会おうぜ。俺絶対に強くなってさ、まあその頃には背も伸びてると思うし、また戻ってくるからさ。
I could be taller.
その時には。
Pash gazed softly at me, his emerald eyes reflected the sunlight.
まあいいや、会えたら言うよ。
Oh, when that day comes, I'll tell you when that day comes. Do you really have to go?
そんな顔するなよ。最後の別れじゃないんだって。
I
俺
think you're
必
lying.
ず戻ってくるよ。約束する。
You're lying. Really? You mean it?
絶対。
He sounds determined, but I think he knows that he won't be coming back. Then I'll believe you.
信じろ。だからあんたも頑張れ。次に会った時は俺たちは大陸最強だぜ。
That's going to be years. Okay. I wanted to see him off without crying because I knew exactly how Pash felt.
じゃあまたな。
Pash. The morning sun felt so bright, I asked myself if I would have followed him if I didn't have the cursed sword, but I realized that it wouldn't have been what Pash wanted. He was leaving here because he wanted to heal his wounds alone. Take care, I'll see you again. Please take care. I waved my hand while trying to maintain a smile and imagining the day I would meet Pash again. It's sad. Saying goodbye to a friend. I was gonna say, don't say something ominous like Pash never returned. that would mess this ending up for me. Well, at least no one died, right? So, I'm gonna load game. Go to this one. Okay, that didn't go down the ending that was supposed to, I don't think. So, I'm going to play Pash's story back from the beginning and try to get the other ending, because that was the exact same one. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look unlocked, so I can't play it. I don't... Looks like that's it right there. What is this? Why does it branch off from right here? Okay, so does it happen during the final chapter? Because maybe she defeats Igor, but he doesn't defeat him, and so that doesn't go to the good ending, right? Okay, I'll have to find it. I feel like by the way this is structured that the bad ending happens right here. Right after she defeats Igor, it goes to a bad ending. And I think... I was trying to point with my mouse. I think that Pash does not defeat him. I think Pash is going to die. That's just my opinion. So let me go and try to see if I can follow this walkthrough all the way through and get there. If not, I'm going to have to probably find the ending recorded somewhere else and show you guys that way. I can't think of any other way to get this ending, and if Pash dies, as much as I don't want to watch it, I think I should include it in my endings. Okay, I have finally found the ending. I went through Blurred Tome's guide. I will list that guide in this description. She picked a lot of different things in the common route, and I think what happened was there wasn't a full affection built up for Pash before we went and chose the other choices. So I mentioned how in chapter 7 she chooses all different choices, nothing pertaining to Pash's affection or Pash's good ending. So I think because he didn't have full affection, maybe that affected it. But we're in the final chapter now, and if I can... Oh, I'm using the wrong controller. I can't skip red anymore, so she's fighting him. Maybe I don't... Yeah, she hasn't... She's succumbing to the sword. She hasn't released the sword's power yet. Stench of blood grew stronger as something dripped down my thigh. He hit her.
やったぞ魔剣の小娘を仕留めた次なる魔剣の主はロジオン様に違いない
Dead. She's not dead. What happened? Question mark. The next to slash suffocated me. A grotesque amount of blood stained the dirt. Oh my goodness. I have to get up. Maybe she's the one that dies and not Pash. Igor was looking down at me with a cold smile. Behind him, everyone from Nirvana looked on with shocked expressions. I tried to grip the sword, but the blood made it so slippery that I couldn't. Pash. I promised him that we would work together on this. So we had to do this together. No, I still can't. I had to defeat Igor. I knew that Pash was still fighting, so I had to do this too. Pash. It was quiet. I couldn't hear Igor or anyone else's voice. The burning sensation I felt earlier was beginning to turn cold. I could hear my favorite voice. Aww. The voice got closer to me. I wanted to say something but couldn't. I tried to reach for him, but I no longer had the strength to do so. Aww. It gave chills down my spine at the end. Okay. Hearing him scream that loudly in my ear, it just... I feel so bad for him. Not only Leonidas, but now her. That poor man. I feel so bad for him. Okay, I found the ending. I guess that's the good news. At least it was short. We don't have to listen to him cry and weep and tear up because I don't think I could have. I couldn't have handled it. Okay, I'm gonna go to the shop.
いらっしゃい。ここでは思春期の女の子がプレゼントって
I'm gonna do this
個性
quickly
が出るわ
because he
ね
talks too much.
あらあら、ラブラブね。誰かの趣味なのかしら。 あらまあ、かわいいわね。パシュに関する調査報告。パシュに関する調査報告。その2、まだまだすごい。
Okay. Now that that's over, let's go to the gallery real quick and look at the pictures, and then we will do the short reports. They weren't under that, were they? They were under other last time. Wait. How do I get rid of this? Show and hide X. What is this? Is it a present? I think that's what it said. Present. That's so cute. Look at that face. He's so adorable. I didn't read what this one was. I guess I should have. Probably his younger days. He looks pretty young there. And then a comic one. The pencil in his mouth. That's really cute. Unfortunately, I can't read Japanese, so I can't tell you what it says. And he's being scolded by Lady Ignis. I feel so bad. Who's the person laughing behind him? I wonder. Like, I don't recognize the hairstyle, so I'm not sure. But a poor boy. I feel so bad. Okay, that's all we got. Anyway. Okay, now let's go back and read the stories. You have to read them from the shop.
いらっしゃいませ。
No, not able.
シャオレイの秘密の店にようこそ。
Yes.
な
Okay, I mentioned in the last endings that
ただいま
since they're roommates and Pash did the report on Leston, I wonder if Leston does the report on him.
おかえり
Hello to all of my beautiful ladies. Leston here. Allow me to introduce you to the ecology of my roommate, Pash. Yep. Pash has a routine he does twice a day. He always drinks medicine after breakfast and in the evening after classes. That was a long drink. Oh my goodness.
なあパシュ、それって効果出てんのかよ。
出てるこないだ測った時から2ミリ伸びたし
Is he drinking something to make himself grow taller? That was probably within the margin of error, but I didn't say that out loud.
まあ成長期だもんな。頑張れ。
そうだな誰かと違って俺はまだまだ若いからな
言っておくが、俺もまだ伸びてるからな。
勘違いじゃね
まあ勘違いでもいいけどな。誰かさんと違って別に俺はこれ以上背なんて伸びなくていいしな。もう十分。
5年後もう余裕で見下ろすから
5 years. How old are you, Pash? My husband stopped growing when he was 11. He was 7 at 11 years old.
もう何十回もそれ聞いてるけど、実現するといいな。
実現するそのために毎朝毎晩こんなクソまずい煎じ薬飲んでるんだからな
だよな。
これを毎日欠かさず飲めば伸びるってババ様が言ったんだ辛辣だけど嘘はついたことのない人だだから俺は信じてる
In short, Pash was very self-conscious about his height. Considering his age, he wasn't irredeemably short or anything, but Nirvana students were typically tall, so he was comparatively small.
でもまあ、イルダスとかエバスのおっさんもあんな筋骨隆々なんだし、こいつももしかしたら10年後には。
What do they say in like 5 or 10 years from now? Like, I'm pretty sure people stop growing at a certain age, right? Like, I'm pretty sure when they hit adulthood, they slow down considerably and they don't get much taller. I couldn't imagine Pash looking buff at all, so I immediately gave up on that thought.
ああ、そうだパシュ。シャオレイからちょっと頼まれてさ、今からいくつか俺の質問に答えてくれ。
He's just super upfront about this, isn't he?
質問
好きな食べ物とか飲み物は？
Everyone else tried to find this out secretively, and Lesson's like, it's too much work.
は？食べ物なら揚げたてのサモサと肉たっぷりのタコス。飲み物ならパイナップルジュース。
酒、ああ、飲めないよな。
そのうち飲めるようになるよ。
Eventually. The reason he reacts like this is because he once caused a scene after he drank a ridiculous amount of tequila by accident. You wish to know the details? Yes, I do. Sorry, but I'm a gentleman, so I wouldn't expose my friend's embarrassing past. Yes, you would. I'll leave that up to your imagination. It's funny. What did Pash do?
石鹸って何の香りだっけあれ？
What does your soap smell like?
香り？多分いろいろ混ざってるんじゃないの？蜂蜜とかココナッツとかお茶の葉とか、そういう。
じゃあそう書いとく。
I'll write that down.
一体何なんだよその質問って。
シャオレイがお前のこと知りたいんだって。誤解すんな。違う。単に趣味だろ。お前だけじゃなくていろいろなやつの情報を集めてるらしいぜ。
A hobby of his. He's close to Tiferet, so I wonder if this comes into play later on in the story.
そんなもの集めてどうすんだよ。
例えばだ。もしお前のことを好きになった女の子がいて、シャオレイに相談に行くとする。そこでお前の趣味とか分かってたら最適なアドバイスができるじゃないか。
そうなのか？
そうすべての真実は口にしてないが嘘もついてない。それに実際そういうこともあるかもしれないしな。
Not the whole truth, huh? What's the whole truth?
俺のことを好きな。
あれ？好きな子できたんだ。
いねえよバカ！
Of course he does. This is his route. He's got his eyes on Lon.
こいつは本当に嘘が下手だな。そういう意味では駆け引きが必要な祭りごとは向いてないかな。
In this one, Leston proclaimed that Lon is in his sights and he can't come near her.
いやでも正直なのはいいことだ。ダグロートの王になるってことはないだろうけど、上に立ったら慕われるタイプだよな。うん。パシュ、もし好きな子ができたら遠慮なく相談してくれ。全力で応援してやるから。
絶対お前になんて言うか！全力で邪魔する気だろ！
信用されてないな、俺。
せいか、俺は女なんて嫌いですから。あんなもの戦いの道には邪魔ですから。
There we go. The first confession that he's ever made that he hates women.
はい。
じゃあ俺、ちょっと走ってくるから。
あれ？またレオニダスに罰食らったのかよ。
違うよ、自首！もっと体力つけたいんだよ。
頑張れ。本気で応援してるぞ、パシュ。
I listened to all the things Pash told me onto the paper. It wouldn't be so bad to talk him up a little as a token of friendship.
しかしあの煎じ汁、聞いてるとは思えないけどな。
I know, right?
いや、奴に見下ろされるのはちょっと尺だから聞かなくていいのか。
That's funny. He's like, please don't go any taller. I know, can you imagine Pash towering over you with your
いらっしゃい
stature?
ませ。シャオレイの秘密の店に
Yep, the talk chalet, let's go. Hello again, my dear ladies. You must already know who I am, but I might as well say my name again. It's Lustin. The guy who was sighing nonstop all morning was my roommate, Pash. Is he lovesick already?
これは昨夜何かあったかな？
Last night. What is last night? Last night, we had a festival called Summer Luna in Frontier. That's when he kissed her, right? Pash was restless all day yesterday. He was pacing around the room or suddenly jumping face first into his bed.
なあパシュ、知ってるか？ため息を一つつくと幸せが一つ逃げるんだって。
待った俺でもそんなため息ついてないよな。
朝からだけでも50回分くらいの幸せは逃げたと思うが。
50 pieces of happiness.
そんなに？
そんなについてたよ、ため息。どうしたんだよ。何があったんだよ。
Oh, it was like the opposite.
失恋でもしたのか？
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when he kissed her, right? Because they went to go see the lanterns, and he's like, "Hey, is there somewhere we can go talk in private?" And they did, under the tree. And then when they went into the forest or the backyard, I think it was, they saw the other couple, and she's like, you should just do it now if you want to. And I think he did. I think that's the same day, right?
あれ？
Oh. That reaction was lighter than I expected, so I felt a bit relieved for the time being. If he really did get rejected, he'd probably sulk or whine a lot more.
なあラスティン。
なんだよ。
柔らかいな。
They're soft lips, right?
主語を省くなよ。何がだよ。
Who was?
女の子。
This is so cute.
ああ、なるほど。
It's like, I understand now. Now I was expected to make a decision. He was actually successful. I had to decide whether to tease him about that or celebrate him spectacularly.
まだ夢を見てるみたいで。
そうか。乙女になるタイプだったんだな、こいつ。
A pure maiden. He did say it was his first kiss. I'm sure Lustin's had more than one, right?
夕べもう全然眠れなくて。なんていうかもう存在が俺たちとは違うよな。前から触り心地の良さそうな髪だなとか思ってたんだけど、間近で見ると本当にサラサラのツヤツヤでいい匂いがして。
It smelled nice. He did say that.
肩とか二の腕も全然細くて、あれで毛を握ってるとか信じられない。まつげとかも長くて、俺のことをじっと見てて、近くで見るとあの瞳、本当に吸い込まれそうなんだ。
He's so adorable.
あと、あれも、あんな柔らか。ラスティン、大丈夫かな？実は俺も死んでないかな？
I'm not dead yet.
生きてんじゃねえの？
Probably.
そうかな？これはちゃんと現実かな？夢とかでもないよな？俺起きてるよな？
起きてんじゃねえの？
I guess.
明日になったらやっぱり好きじゃなくなりましたとか言われないよな？
それはお前次第じゃねえの？よかったな、パッシュ。おめでとう。これでお前も一人前の男だ。幸せになれ。
You can call yourself a man.
ラスティン。
I don't know. If I was Lusted, I probably would have teased him about the soft part. I would have been like, what's soft? You haven't specified. What did you do?
よかったな。鬼ババコンプレックスを乗り越えられて。
イグニスなんかと比べんなよ。
そうか？俺はイグニス姉さんのことそこまで詳しく知らないけど、昔は可憐だったかもよ。
Might have? What do you mean might have? She doesn't look that old.
あれもう心変わりしちゃう？
するか。鬼ババにはならないと思ってるけど、まあ、持ってもあいつなら。
Ever become? What are we talking about? What do you mean? I don't understand.
大丈夫。好きでいられる。
Mean? Is that what he's referring to? The way he English treats him?
はいはい、どうもごちそうさま。そういうのは俺じゃなくて彼女の前で口にしろ。
それは無理だ。
無理でもやれ、男なら。
え？
I truly wish I could show this to her. Pash was putting his entire heart into expressing these feelings for her.
いや、彼女も気づいてるか。パーシュ、今晩こっそり飲みに行こうぜ。そんなにいいことあったんなら一本くらいおごれよ。
よし、行く。
Did he just say that he can't handle his alcohol?
やったー。ギードに一番高い瓶持ってこさせるからな。
え、ちょ！
I wasn't intending on a fling, but I did find her cute ever since I saw her. I would have made her mine if I could, but...
見る目があるようでよかった。
That's funny. He thought she was cute, but he's like, no, not gonna do a fling.
いや、やっぱり見る目ないか。この俺を素通りするなんて。
That's really funny. She didn't choose wisely. She didn't go for me.
シャオレイにはこっそり告げ口しておこう。これくらいはいいよな。
I love Lusted. He's still my favorite. He has a good sense of humor.
いらっしゃいませ。シャオレイの秘密の
Okay, I had to get away from Chalet. He talks too much. Anyway, that makes me happy. Well, I'm glad I found the ending because I didn't want to go and find someone else's video recording of it and somehow get it into mine. I probably would have read it and paused, but I didn't really feel comfortable using someone else's video anyway. So, well, I don't know. I think this is about 45 minutes still after I do all the cuts and stuff. There's like 10 minutes of the last video I have to cut out because of me trying to find where this bad ending is. It's so annoying. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to list the Fleur de Atome's walkthrough on this one. So that way you guys can see exactly what I picked because there was a lot of different choices. And going back through the common route now is going to be annoying because I'm not going to know what I haven't read. I'm going to have to remember like what I chose here. That way I know what I haven't read for other people because there was 2 Tiferet affection ups, there was 2 Decay affection ups, and I didn't read those in the first walkthrough to get to this. And I actually am kind of glad that I did this because I noticed that I think it's in chapter 6. Yeah, in chapter 6, when they're at the campground, you know, and they're doing their, I don't know if they're doing, like, a scouting or whatever, but Leonidas is there, and they have their own different tasks. And it's where Lon and, I forgot her roommate's name already. Like, I know her name, but I just can't think of it. They're looking up at the sky. Well, she goes and helps Abel in the first walkthrough that I did because we were doing Abel's route. Well, she can choose to help whoever, and that's not shown in Lustin or Pash's, so I thought about adding that when you go and help Pash, but I don't know, like I took this game to my bedroom to go find it and came back, so for a few extra lines I didn't really want to add it, but whenever she goes and helps Pash, he brings back, I forgot what he was even bringing back. I think he was bringing back food. But he was so proud of himself, and he's like, yeah. But he was so proud of himself, and he was like, yeah, I should be a hunter instead of a warrior. And she's like, what are you saying? He's like, oh, well, nothing. Let's eat, kind of thing. And that was it. So, anyway, we're finally done with Pash's route, and we get to doing the caves next. And then we'll get into the locked routes. Like, Tifalet was locked, I think, until the last route where I unlocked him during lessons. And Wilhelm's is still locked until Tifalet's is over. So we're getting into, I think, the heart of the story, I hope. Because there was a lot of character development here for Lon. And I'm hoping that there's even more in the next routes. Maybe not in the caves, but in the last two. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below and or subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.